This is a Stokke Xplory, and today we're going to deal with the height adjustment mechanism on the arm that holds the seat. So one of the nice things about the Xplory is that you can raise and lower that arm along the central shaft of the chassis itself. But sometimes the mechanism weakens, and with weight, the arm no longer holds in place. So in order to get at the parts that are affected, in this case on the back side of this arm, we're going to have to actually remove the arm from the chassis, and that means that we're going to have to disassemble the chassis a little bit higher up. This element up here is going to look a little bit different based on which generation you have. So if you have the newer one, the process will be a little bit different, and I believe we might have shown it in some other videos, but if you have trouble with opening this up because you have a different generation, please leave a comment and we will make a video to help you out. On this older type, you're going to have a screw in the front. And then on the back side, you're going to see two small squares here. And what these actually are the tops of a pair of pegs that run down from the top plate. So you're going to want to depress them a little bit and begin sliding this out. This, press this one in a bit, pull. You can just use a flathead screwdriver to sort of separate out that top plate until you can pull it off. You see, there are those little squares that you saw below. Okay, after removing that top plate, you're going to have to unscrew these two screws inside. And then you can lift up this piece as well. Okay, there's one final step before you're able to remove the arm, and that's if you look closely on this side, you'll see that there's a peg that runs right through here. And if you just take your flathead screwdriver on the back side of that peg and push, then you can pull it all the way out. At this point, you can actually just lift that arm all the way off. So most likely the affected pieces are actually what has fallen out, and that is primarily this white piece. So this white piece is what actually holds the arm tight against the main shaft of the chassis. If you look at the inside, there are a series of ridges or bumps, and these correspond with the notches on the main shaft of the chassis and hold in when this piece is pressed in order to keep that arm solid so that you can keep it at whatever height you want. Now these bumps or ridges, they do wear down over time, and if that has happened, then it necessitates swapping out this part. I believe you can buy it on the Stokke website. If not, just contact customer service and they can probably send one to you. This piece is activated via this little bent metal plate, which acts like a spring, and then the whole process is activated by that main clip, which when it's in the lock position, it presses in on the spring and thus the white plate underneath. So once you've gotten a hold of a new one of these pieces and you want to reassemble it, turn it upside down, and then you're going to take that metal plate, and with the thinner edge, you're going to slide it into this little slot on the back side. This. And then you can take the whole thing and put it back into place here. Just hold it together as you put it in. Okay, so of course these pieces are a bit fiddly and they have a tendency to kind of fall apart. And it's going to be easiest if you have your chassis positioned as such so that gravity will work for you and kind of hold those pieces into place. You can slide this back on, just clip it somewhere, and then we can just put this whole thing back together. You're going to want to start with that pin. And then we're going to take the lower part of this assembly and make sure to slide that button through properly. We can screw these internal screws into place. If this isn't lining up easily for you, it probably means that the central shaft is in the wrong position. So you just kind of adjust that around until you get all of those pieces from this plate to fit in nicely. But in any case, then we're just going to slide this top part down. Again, being careful of this button, that it is pressed far enough out to get it through. And it should just clip nicely in place. And then it's, of course, to replace the last screw. So in any case, that is how you replace the internal pressure pads or parts responsible for holding the arm tightly at various heights on a Stokke Xplory, in case you're having problems where the seat or the arm fall down. We hope this video has been useful to you, and if it has been, we ask that you subscribe, as it helps us to continue making videos in the future. Thank you.